Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are here again, I know there's not a lot of you, but today I wanted to go over, kind of go back to my guides um, videos. I'm going to talk about relics and consequently growth contests. There's no real new events that posted today. You can see the rewards tab is actually completely gone. That may post later on in the day. They tend to be very late to the party when it comes to the European servers on that one. RIP Europe. But nothing today. I actually don't expect it until maybe tomorrow. So, uh, which is kind of what I said yesterday. So I wouldn't expect that. Now, um, I also expect to see another growth contest in the next couple of days. Those typically run on about a 3 to 5 day in between each growth contest. So this would have been just 1 day in between. So this would have been kind of early, but so 3 days before the last one posted. But I do expect to see another growth contest in another day, in a couple of days. So I was doing an evaluation on Relics, and I kind of went back to the 1st of May and looked at all the events that Relics showed up in, and was looking at all the different relics. And I've had a lot of people in my own clan kind of asking me what relics they should go for, things like that. So I kind of put together this little sheet. These are all the growth contests we've seen since May 1st. And obviously I'm not going to go back indefinitely, but since May 1st, this is what we've seen. And you can see here that we've seen a lot of different relics show up. The interesting thing about this for the growth contests, I actually did notice a pattern. So that pattern that I noticed was since May 1st, we have seen 2 Mount Stone growth contests per month. On top of the fact that we've seen 2 per month, they seem to be following a pattern. So they go Satanic Sandglass, Murder Weapon, Mount. Satanic Sandglass, Murder Weapon, Mount. The one we had most recently was a Mount. So I'm going to be very interested to see if the next growth contest we have for Mount Stones is Satanic Sandglass. If it is, then I'm really, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to recommend to a lot of my clan members that they really start saving up those Mount Stones, because if we can predict when we're going to see Murder Weapon, bi-weekly Mount Stone growth contest, and every third one is going to be a murder weapon. Being able to predict that and save specifically for it is going to make it a lot easier to get that one, and it's a very important one to get, especially for PvE. Outside of that, from the growth contest, the other one that you really want to try and get is Grand Power eventually. It's not as important, but it is a good relic to have. From there, these are, and this is pretty anecdotal, other people are going to have different opinions than me, but these are the kind of top tier ones I feel to get. Murder Weapon, Grand Power, Exorcism Wand, Shiny Armor, Dragon's Head, Vampire Mask, Ring of Eternity, Heart of Eternity. So, this is going to charm on attack, this is going to heal, this is going to increase power, this is going to provide additional defense, additional damage, a lot of damage. The other thing you really want to look at, and this is why it kind of depends on what your team composition is. So for me, I have a Void Sorceress, and if my team's stronger than my opponent's team and it's close, my Void Sorceress is always going to go first, despite her positioning. So the relics that I want on her are things that are going to blind, petrify, and charm the enemy, because she's going to apply that. She does an AoE attack right at the beginning, hits multiple targets, and applies a variety of different debuffs to those targets, which really can help start a fight off on the right foot. So the relic system is actually quite fascinating in this game, because this game isn't just about having the highest BR and brute forcing your way through. Knowing who to put your relics on, what relics to put on them, and how to assign your heroes so you're applying the right relics at the right times is actually a huge strategy element to this game. So you really want to do that. The other thing I wanted to point out is I noticed that a lot of my personal clan members are I'm not seeing the power spike that I should see when they are getting to the point where they can get these blessed augments on their relics. Simply because they're going in here and they're maybe leveling this up, but they're not actually clicking this bag here and equipping their blessed augments to their relic. Please don't forget to do that. Perfect example on this character that I'm on right now, the Fate's Bow that I have. um, probably went up by 300 to 400% in BR power just by equipping these blessed augments. And these are things like attack and crit, pierce and block, pierce and resilience, HP crit. These blessed augments are super good little stat boosts for the relic, which are stat boosts for the character. And I was seeing a lot of people, they're getting to the point where they have these, and I don't know if I can't remember for sure if the game just doesn't really cover the blessed augments well, but I see a lot of people miss it. So make sure you come in here on the blessing tab, click back, and equip those augments so that your relics gain their power that they deserve to have after they hit that level. But yeah, that basically covers what I wanted to say about relics. Really, really try and pay attention to getting these relics. If you don't necessarily feel these are the best ones, obviously I'm not the best player at this game by any means, but if you feel there's one that's better for you, look through the relics, target the relics you want to go after. There are a lot of relics out there that are jank, so just be careful of those. When you go after a relic, make sure you know where it goes in your party, how it's going to apply to your fight. Think about it. Don't just get a relic. Relics are useless if you don't know how to apply them properly. So, perfect example of that is a Titan Spark. That relic is very, very niche. If you die within the first 3 turns, you have a chance of reviving. In most cases, if you die within the first 3 turns, you are so underpowered that it is irrelevant if you revive or not. So, very niche relic. Wouldn't recommend it necessarily for most people. However, it can be applied in a way that could be beneficial. If you know you have an opponent who's going to burst, and you need to keep one target alive, or backline burst, and you need to keep the one target that's more vulnerable alive, you may want to throw it on that target to give them a better chance of reviving after they get bursted down. So, yeah, just put some thought into it. Try and get these relics. Pay attention to these growth contests. These are the items you want to be saving for those growth contests. Growth contests obviously always have additional prizes beyond the main prize, which is what I have listed here. And then best luck to you all. I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.